What's good, bitches? We are back. It's Esteban Xound representing Sound Movement Entertainment. Now, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the other videos that we have up on the channel. We're also selling t-shirts, 15 a pop for one of these t-shirts. If you're in the Calgary area, I will personally deliver it to you free of cost. If you're not in the Calgary area, unfortunately, I probably can't get it to you yet. But once I get all the international shipping and all that, then we'll be able to get one of these shipped out to you.
See, everything you heard before was probably a warm-up. I got thousands of songs we could do. I could be here till 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Don't give a fuck. Just like, you know, like crazy. So that real hip-hop is over.
Liquor got a lady, liquor got a baby looking shitty as a lady wife. Liquor got a baby, liquor got a lady looking shitty, yeah. Liquor got a baby, liquor got a lady looking shady as a baby wife.
Now, hip-hop royalty is in the house. Jay-Z and Beyonce are coming out with their first collaborative album. This is the one and only The Carters' Everything is Love album conversation. Going into the album, honestly, neither of these artists need an introduction. They're both pillars as far as music goes. I mean, it's fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, come on. Now, I'm a big fan of Jay-Z, big time fan. His last album, 444, I think is personally one of Jay-Z's best albums. One of his best albums in his whole discography. So Jay's coming off of some hot shit. The expectation is now coming into this album, it's kind of high. My favorite albums from Jay-Z, debut album, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 3, the Black Album, and American Gangster. And I'm gonna even throw in 444 in there as one of my favorite albums. Now when it comes to Beyonce, I like hearing Beyonce, but I'm not gonna act like I'm the biggest Beyonce fan. When she's on, I'll listen to her. I've listened to some of the albums, I've listened to some of the music, but nothing that I'm listening to over and over on my playlist. So going into the album, honestly, I'm just wanting some good music. I've heard some of the collabs between Jay-Z and Beyonce before. They're all hits. There's a bit of expectations as far as going into it, but we're looking for some quality music. Obviously, it's two of the best in the game. Me personally, though, I really had no expectations going into this. I just wanted to hear some good music, and that was about it. So my first impressions, I really liked that first half of the album. From Summer all the way into 713, I was like, this shit slaps. When it got to the second half of the album, on my first listen, honestly, it slowed up. That second half just was not sticking with me on my first listen. Beyonce was going back and forth from singing and rapping. I was like, okay, this is a little different. I was not expecting that. And Jay-Z is bringing actually some quality bars. So that was dope to hear. And the music was quality. That was my first reaction. I was like, huh, this music is actually pretty fucking quality. After a few listens, honestly, I really fuck with this album. Now, I know that some of you guys watching some of my conversations may say, man, you like every album that comes out. No, there's a lot of quality music coming out. Now, that's not saying that I don't have any complaints, but honestly, I think the quality of music was there. We'll go to the production on here. It slaps. We have some new trap sounds that Jay-Z and Beyonce are going over on tracks like Ape Shit, the Pharrell produced Nice, 713, and Black Effect, and Friends. We got some soulful R&B tracks on here with tracks like Summer, They Heard About Us. And then we got some straight hip-hop slaps with tracks like Boss and Love Happy. Now the lyrics and the content, this might be my one complaint. It was nothing deep or overly lyrical. A lot of flex, to be honest. So my one complaint would be, honestly, the content seemed a little surface level for the most part. So, I mean, it was alright. Most of the time, they're talking about their lifestyle, their status in the game, and their effect on culture nowadays. Summer, Ape Shit, Boss, They Heard About Us, and Black Effect. They're talking about their different relationships, either between their own marriage or some of their friends, like Love Happy and Friends. But I think Jay-Z poured out his heart on 444. So, and same thing with, I mean, from what I hear, Lemonade and Beyonce, she went super personal too. So I think they went really personal on their previous albums. So it's hard for us to get that kind of personal tracks or that personal insight again at that same level. The features, there's only 2 features on this album. The first one was the Migos on the track Ape Shit. You can hear them on the ad-libs. Yeah. Apparently this was actually a track that the Migos made that Jay-Z and Beyonce redid. I think you can hear that when you listen to the track. It sounds like a Migos track that was redid by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Not taking anything away from it because I think it still slaps, but it's like, yeah, you can tell Offset probably wrote Beyonce's verse, but it still slaps. Pharrell on Nice, I think he gave like 8 bars or whatever. He also produced that track. I like Pharrell on there. The rest is just Jay-Z and Beyonce going back and forth on the album. Overall, honestly, I like the album. I think it's short, it's consistent. We got some slaps on here. Jay-Z is still being lyrical. There's still a level of lyrical ability by Jay-Z. Beyonce brings a level of musicality and melody with their singing. I think they bring the raw hip-hop side, the musical R&B side, and they bring it together and they mesh pretty well. I think they complement each other pretty well on the tracks. So honestly, for a summer album that's like 9 tracks, I think it's well done. That's really all I got to say. If you like the conversation, subscribe to the channel. Check us out on social media. Me personally, Esteban Xound on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you want to follow the label, Sound Movement Entertainment, also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on the website, soundmovement.com. And if you want to listen to the audio, we're up on SoundCloud as well. If you just want to hear the audio version, listen to it on the go, whatever you got to do. Hope you guys like the conversation. Hope you guys like the video. And we're out here. Peace.
Liquor got a lady, liquor got a baby looking shitty as a lady wife. Liquor got a baby, liquor got a lady looking shitty, yeah.